Ollie, there's nothing quite like a Fergie time winner at the Stretford end, is there?
Yeah, it's one of those nights that you towards the end wish that you had fans to help you, but then we didn't need that help today. We had a bit of help and luck with the deflection, but still we kept going, and that's an aspect that this team has developed. The never give up attitude. We've done it so many times this season now, and that's starting to become a habit, which is good.
David, that feels like a big win, doesn't it?
Yeah, it was a massive win. Say because we scored at the end of the game, a tight game against a good team. This is the way to be on the top of the league. But I think the most important thing is to be focused to the next game. Just be ready for Aston Villa. Recover well from the game today because it was a hard game. So just be ready for the next games.
Yeah, some feel big, but every win's a big win. We've got a great away form this year, so it's important that we come here and start winning games at Old Trafford and making it hard for teams to come here and play against. I think tonight you've seen it wasn't our best performance. The intensity wasn't really there in our football, in our attacking play, but these games you've got to dig in, you've got to keep the game at 0-0, make sure you don't concede. I think the second half we controlled that really, really well. I didn't feel like they was going to score in the game. In the first half they had a couple of counter-attacks which we adjusted at half-time and we nailed in the second half, I felt. So it's important to keep the game at 0-0, and in our team you always have that talent at the top end of the pitch. That's something might change, and thankfully Marcus twisted and turned and we got that little bit of slice of luck. But I think in the end, if any team was going to go on to win the game, it was going to be us.
Of course, the late win is not possible without the clean sheet, and how important was that today in the way you defended?
We had to defend well because, on the counter-attack especially, they're always so dangerous. I thought Eric did fantastically well, breaking up a few counter-attacks. Nemanja second half. We adjusted a couple of positions second half to stop their counters, and I think it worked. Then David had to make a save, and he made it, and it was a good save, important one for us as well.
Well, it was important. We had obviously great protection from Nemanja and Paul, who I felt was excellent as well in the defensive work, and Luke's come on in the second half and done really well with some great tackles as well. So no, it was an all-round defensive performance really. I think defensively we was pretty solid and sound, apart from, like I say, a couple of counter-attacks in the first half where we adjusted at half-time and I felt like we nailed it in the second half, and we lacked that little bit of tempo, not just the forward lads, us defensive lads that playing the balls through the lines and finding Bruno. We couldn't quite grasp that tonight, but it's important, like I said, to stay in the game, keep the game at 0-0, and just wait for your chance, wait for your moment. I felt like last year in games like this we'd probably go on and we'd be pushing and we'd concede a sloppy goal at the other end, and then we'd have to chase the game and we'd end up losing or drawing the game, giving ourselves too much to do. So it's nice for a little change, and 1-0s, especially in the last minute, sometimes you wake up tomorrow even a little bit happier.
It's always like this against Wolves, isn't it? Yeah. Are you expecting this, I suppose?
You don't expect a 4-3 or a 5-4. You expect a tight game. They make you really work for the points, and we had to work really hard tonight. And I think maybe the extra day recovery helped us, of course, because they looked tired towards the last 20 minutes, and you felt, yeah, keep going now, boys. Don't stop believing, and the belief is there in this group.
Yeah, it's a very good team. They defend very, very good. They have good counter-attack with the big players in front with pace. So yeah, it was a tight game. They had some good chances as well. We have some too, but scoring in the last minute is always good, and the 3 points, we keep the 3 points, so massive for us.
I suppose when you've got all those attacking players and you keep on pushing, something like that can happen right at the death of a game, right at the very end of a game like that.
Yeah, definitely. I think in the second half we had a lot of pressure without really. We had a couple of chances, half chance. I think in the first half we had a couple of great chances where we maybe should have took the lead, but I felt like the second half the pressure was better. We controlled the game a lot better in their half. And then, yeah, like you say, we had this talent at the top end of the pitch where it's nice for a little bit of luck to go our way. We had a lot of touches in the box. The more you get in the box, the more chance you've got of scoring goals. So that luck turns, and we had a lot of shots blocked and a couple of handball shouts. But it was nice to get the winner in the end.
You have to fight until the end. even if the game is 0-0 or we are losing or we are winning, we have to keep going until the end. So we showed today that you keep believing and you keep trying until the end. We can score winning goals like we did today.
It is tough, isn't it? They played 48 hours ago. We're playing on Friday. I think they're playing on Saturday. So it swings and roundabouts, I suppose. Everyone faces it, but it is incredibly difficult.
Yeah, I think players deserve at least 2 days in between games. So 72 hours between kickoffs. I think that's the minimum they should be allowed. And but we made changes. They made changes. So of course that's why we have a good squad. We made 6 changes from last game. So it's going to stand us in good stead.
You brought Luke on at half-time. Was there an injury there, or was it tactical? Or
no, it was more of a shift in the positions and different dynamic again. Alex should be okay.
And you made 6 changes, but with the strength of the squad and the bench, at least you do have that option with the games again coming so fast.
Yeah.
Friday
night again.
Yeah.
Hopefully they don't overdo the celebrations on Thursday night, New Year's Eve. But of course they're happy now with the win, the confidence that gives you, the mentality, that attitude that gives you. Then they'll recover well, and we're ready for Friday night.